This is the progress of W.A.R. Fallout. So this video is scripted to avoid mumbling and whatnot. Uh, I'm using the microphone built into my headphones for better audio. Instead of recording with my cell phone, I got a freeware screen recorder from DVD Video Soft that provides good quality and good speed for my low end laptop that has a i3 1.7 gigahertz CPU, 8 gigs of RAM, SSD storage type, and a NVIDIA 820M GPU. This series from Ride Armor is called Cycles. The Light series will cover the Zip Car, the Fusion Fleet, the Coupe, and Sports. The mid-size series will cover the van, the pickup, and the station wagon. The heavy series will cover the bus and the truck. The flight series will cover the vertibird and the airplane. Boats and the sedan might not be covered due to me not knowing of their existence while making and writing down the ideas. The single NIF mesh bike we're looking at is the restricted version for PlayStation players because of rumored restrictions on console mods, and the pros are one vehicle per power armor mod. The cons are no customized vehicles, no customization, no change in animation, and it might not be standalone. The original idea or the original version was supposed to have 29 to 30 ride armor mods, with each having its own upgraded versions and upgrades or add-ons. But while making the following standalone armor, uh, while following the standalone armor tutorial by Azuro WFT and making my own tutorial, this tutorial version of the Lone Wanderer is the 29 to 30 mod armor mods, third, combined together over 8 types. That being the body, the pipes, the steering, the seat with the exhaust, because instead of having a exhaustless motorcycle, the exhaust would act as the jetpack would act as just the jetpack effects. The front wheel, or the tire steer, and the tire back. So while making this, I found a bug which makes the torso slash body slash jetpack and the seat and the steering bar disappear, and the exhaust disappear. I don't know if this is because of the jetpack. I don't know if this is because of the way the meshes are designed. They can show up now, but they don't show up when I'm using it. The rotation, of course, is easily fixed. Can be easily fixed in Body Slide Outfit Studio with the batch rotation feature Body Slide has, but not so easily in 3D Max, Blender, or NIF Scope due to Blender NIF scripts doesn't support Fallout 4, so I lose the material and texture path in Blender, and when I'm converting from or to Blender. There is no batch material path or texture path feature in Body Slide Outfit Studio. I don't know how to change material paths in NIF Scope or even assign things to material path or texture path. 3ds Max my 3ds Max expires in 2 years and will cost $4,000. So making some vehicles customizable will take a long time in Body Slide. I want to release cycles so fellow modders and Fallout 4 reviewers on YouTube that get good ad revenue can put donations towards Body Slide to add specific use workflow features or Blender NIF scripts for Fallout 4 support, because Blender already has good workflow features, and I can make more mods for Fallout 4 reviewers on YouTube to make money from reviewing, more mods, and from there, you know, put money towards mod tool developers, other mod tool developers. So due to this bug, I came up with the idea for a limited version, which would have two main parts, where I would combine the tire back, the tire steer, the steer, and the lights as one part, and the body, pipes, exhaust, and seat as the second part. The other four part types would be add-ons with upgraded versions, based on the fact that in Fallout 4 Edit, you can see that you can give each lining its own NIF file, NIF mesh, or file path. So this is the terminal on bike. This is the terminal on bike. One of many bikes, one of many bike themes for ride armor. Gosh, I am so sorry about that. Okay, there we go. One of many bike themes, other than the gnarly haven, the tank cycle, freight rail, and the non-theme parts as knickknacks. Basically, they don't follow the theme like the gnarly haven, the tank cycle, and the freight rail. So yeah, this right here is basically the replacement of the headlamp. I wanted to make it so that the effects that come from the jetpack do this, and then from there stretch the height, and the width. But the reason why I can't do that is because I don't know how to make a standalone jetpack, and I had to replace the headlamp effects for the time being. So yeah, the other issue I was having for some reason, and this is the problem why I can't have it as the headlamp, because when the head turns, this turns. So, what's it called? The other issue I was having was with the lighting. Now, before, the lighting on this bike was so high, right? The blue parts the emission power would be this high. And in Body Slide, what I did, because Body Slide is easy to change texture, it's actually easier to change the material and texture path in Body Slide than anything else, other than Blender. But Blender doesn't have, material support, or OBJs don't have material support. And I didn't use FBX because it messes up the UV map, so it's like one or the other with this thing. So what I did in Body Slide is I changed the color for each, which is easy, and changed the emission power. So purple, for example, has 0.5 emission. Yellow has ×2 emission. Red has ×1. And green has 0.25. And orange has ×3, which is weird because it looks less brighter than that one. But yeah, this is the dirty version. So this is the test version to see which emission power worked better, and I feel that red, somewhere between red and yellow, works really nice, or whatever this is doing works really good. And yeah, this is the progress so far. So this is terminal on. If you take the R and make it a capital, and put ON in caps, you get Tron. So one last thing I want to say before this video ends is this is not a modification, or this mod is not made from or uses any part of 792 or Hunk 92's mod. As you can tell, there is no animation from that mod. And my first R.A.Ds Fallout video was posted before Hunk 92's, before Hunk 92 released released his video on his mod. So yeah, last thing I want to do for the last 5 minutes is a shout out to Bay developer who made it easier to gather assets. Also as well, because what I wanted to do was make different vehicles have, because I need an idea for the add-ons, different themes based off of some of the weapons. So the Gauss rifle, the plasma rifle, the AlienBlaster, and make different themes based off of that. So thank you to Bay. This was easily done rather than extracting or unarchiving like a whole BA2. Thanks. Shout out to NIFScope, because I was able to quickly and easily view each of the NIF files. Shout out to Fallout 4 Edit and the Fallout 4 Edit scripts that certain modders and Zlag has provided, especially the LNAM script that allowed me to easily offset and batch edit the records. Thank you, you guys, because as you can see right here, this is actually from the blaster. This is from the AlienBlaster. This is the scope right here. This is the back. This is from the back. This is from the front. This is from the sides. This is from the middle of it, and this actually goes inside there. This can be fixed by just simply making it thicker and then flipping the normal. So yeah, that's how I made that. I don't know how to fix this line, and there's this problem where it shines right through the other NIF file. So shout out to Body Slide, shout out to 3DX Max developers, 3DX Max NIFScope, NIF script developers, Blender NIF script developers, Blender. Shout out to Born CG for his tutorials on YouTube. Shout out to Best Cider for their moddable game. Shout out to Nexus Mod for their really well organized website. Shout out to Mod Organizer by Tannen for his easy to use mod manager tool. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Microsoft. Shout out to my parents, my family, and last but not least, I'd like to thank God for having mercy on a sinner like me. So yeah, that's it.